It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jets and the Commanders coming up next.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Jets and the Washington Commanders. Kicker Brandon McManus about ready to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. This goes out wide from Nixon. Brings up 10 yards.
That's the start that you want right there. And you know, spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds of thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you'd think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd. They'll try the air now with Watson. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, Washington. George Kittle, 26 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Rodgers to mix it on the check down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get a running back on that. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
This is taken at the 23. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Walker now on 1st and 10. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's got room. Touchdown, Washington. Ken Walker, 32 yards. And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Gets by him at the 25, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early go. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a back carrier. And guess what? You can go back and tell your offensive coordinator, you have to keep carrying it, thank you.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers completes this one to Pickens. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. DK Metcalf, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll make our score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
The Dolphins have a clock running in their head, okay, because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find the target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets that big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That one on the money to Bourne downfield.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
He got 29 yards that time.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Walker.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's Watson. Touchdown! Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense really pulled around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes remaining in
in this first half of football. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dumps it off to Mixon. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. Loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. That bumps us up to a three-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up three possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works, and the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. After the sack on first down, Rodgers, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just over a minute to play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 36. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now a first down throw. Watson. He completes it to Beckham. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, it's Watson. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. And remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't rule that one in.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game. That will guarantee it. In the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final shot before half for Rodgers. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Now, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the... The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now it's the backup Cousins. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 24-point lead late. It wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is nearly impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. On a slant, here's Collins.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Cousins.
Open man there is Collins, complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. That third down conversion good for 23.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing...
There's no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up today, partner, because they've caused big turnovers already. It's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DK Metcalf. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Washington offense going back to work. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
To throw is Cousins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On second and very short, Cousins finding Bourne here over the middle. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins with a give to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, somebody certainly had a big game. And while that sack didn't come out the splash, it was pick 6 from earlier. You know he's thrilled to be making big plays. Did a great individual effort today.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Rodgers to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And here's Freiermuth again.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, You and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And Walker once more. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Kenneth Walker.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. in. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for them, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll run with Mixon. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
DK Metcalf with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders, and they are going to win this football game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.